Welcome back to the History of Aerial Arts Part 3, where we'll be talking about the aerial silks and the aerial hammocks. Aerial silks, which is also known as tissue or fabric, is still a pretty fairly new art that originated from a small French newspaper that was in the late 1950s. It was an article that was created by a student at a circuit school that was to showcase it to be an incredible act using a very long piece of fabric. Now, from what I've been noticing is a lot of people tend to try to associate with a curtain, aka my sister, and other people try to have their own assumptions based on it, but it is just a long piece of fabric. It also was an impressive act that it gained local media attention and eventually it gave a rise to a whole new acrobatic discipline. Now it's to be said that Andre Simard of Canada founded aerial silks. He was an acrobatic research and development specialist at a relatively unknown minted circus called Cirque du Soleil in the late 1980s. He combined his background of Olympic level gymnastics, fine art, and clowning to come up with something that was new to be able to impress audience members everywhere. It is said to be that he took the aerial arts from being an athletic display of acrobats to having to be more so with a performative art form that also showcased facial expressions, body movement. Just as any other formal aerial arts, your body is telling a story. You're being able to describe it through movements and also being able to embody it on your face and based on the patterns that you tend to go about with it. Some say also that the aerial silks were officially recognized at a festival that was also created by the Cirque du Domaine in 1995, where this is where Isabella Vodella she did an own act to be able to showcase the aerial silks in its own rightful stadium. Other people also say that the silks was officially recognized in 98 when Isabella Vodella and Isabella Chesia presented their own aerial silks abilities in Queendom, a Cirque du Soleil show that went from 1996 up until 2012. But what's very interesting is that a woman by the name of Amy Levan, it was a photograph taken of her in the 1900s where it looked like she's being held up by aerial silk. So again, like with many of the aerial arts, it's very fair and unknown as to where the original origins of it came from. But all we know is that being able to just utilize your own strength, your ability, and combining it with contortion, fitness, and overall, there's no end to your creativity. So, in a nutshell, to be able to summarize all three of the apparatuses, there's the aerial silks, the aerial hammock, and the aerial sling. With the aerial hammock and the aerial sling, which are the components that actually are able to do more aerial yoga and actually being able to have more of a relaxing experience, it's more so for a beginner friendly or if you're just trying to look for more ways to be able to explore your aerial arts. Where the aerial silks is where you're actually being able to be more free when you're on the silks and being able to do moves that you would tend to do on the pole. But the difference is you're able to express your creativity fluidly and gracefully on this fabric. Make sure you follow for more pole and aerial content.